Hi, I'm Grace, and today we're going to be going through some crochet Halloween patterns. This can either be just to get your mind inspired for making something Halloweeny, or there'll be direct links to the patterns in the description. I'm gonna put the link to a Canva doc, and it'll have just a list of all the patterns that I spoke about, broken up by category, and the links where you can find a free or a paid pattern. I have 4 categories today. We've got some clothes, accessories, amigurumi, and decor. For the clothes and accessories, I was thinking quick things you can make as like a last minute, either a Halloween outfit or an actual sort of costume. We'll get started with the clothes section. The first pattern I have is the Sweet Dreams cardigan by Crochet Rojas. That's a free pattern. It's awesome. It's a really cool cardigan inspired by Freddy Krueger's knit jumper that he wears, and it's got some distressed areas. I think it's pretty cool. So if you don't want a direct costume that's just giving the vibes, I think that's pretty cool, and you can probably wear that day to day anyway, depending on your style, I guess. Next pattern up, I've got the Morticia dress made by Beadjacks. This is a YouTube tutorial, so free pattern. It's really beautiful. So if you have a little bit more time on your hands and you want to dress up as either Morticia Addams, as it says, or you could be a vampire or any cool character that has that sort of witchy black dress. Yeah, I think it would be great for that. Next up, I have the Fluffy Mushroom Skirt by Casseroles Crochet. This pattern is one of a few that this person made, and if you put them all together, you can make a little mushroom fairy costume. They have the mushroom hat, some leg warmers, and a matching little mesh top to go with it, and I think that'd be really cool. Last year, I was a mushroom fairy. I didn't use this pattern, but I just freehanded mine and did whatever. But yeah, this one's really good. You can find all the pieces in one place, and the patterns look really nice. Next up, we have the Halloween Spider Top by Passionate Kelsey. This is a YouTube tutorial, but she also has written PDF patterns on her Etsy for most of her tutorials. This one I used for my Mushroom Fairy costume last year, and it was pretty awesome. It worked up super quickly, even though I'm like a bigger size. I'm not, a size small, and it worked up really quickly, and it fit really well, and yeah, it was great. One thing for Passionate Kelsey's tops, I usually don't do the crisscross back because I have support needed. So I usually do like a halter neck and then a separate tie for the back to do a crisscross tie at the back. Just something to note if you have, more support needed. Anyway, moving on. Next up, we've got the Granny Hexagon cardigan by Passionate Kelsey. I saw this picture on Pinterest, and it was just sort of this cute little woodsy witchy pattern, and I just thought it was so cute, and it didn't really have a link to any pattern or Instagram handle, which is annoying, but I do know Passionate Kelsey's hexagon cardigan pattern is really good, and she just came out with a written PDF on her Etsy as well if you want that. Yeah, I followed this tutorial and it works up super easy. Yeah, so you could just do it in those sort of autumn colors, browns, oranges, and do a little hat with it, and I think that'd be a super cute witchy costume, especially if you live somewhere a bit colder. Next up is the Ribcage Riot pattern by Making Things Nutty. It's a paid pattern, and I just think it'd be cool if you just want to give Halloween vibes, go as sort of a skeleton, put it over a black top. If you do like this top over a black top and then a white skirt with black tights, I think you could look like a skeleton. Yeah, it's probably a pretty easy Halloween costume to pull off quickly if you are in a bit of a time crunch. That's all the clothes I have. Next up, I have accessories. So again, with these, I was keeping in mind maybe like a last minute Halloween costume where you might just wear regular clothes from your wardrobe and pull things together. I like to do that. And then make it more Halloweeny with accessories. So first up, I have the Vandal Jester Hat pattern by Vandal Yarns. This is a paid pattern. I actually bought this pattern recently, and I'm going to be using it for my clown costume this year. I think it's a really cool pattern, very customizable. You should see all the testers. They did such an amazing job, and they made all these beautiful variations of this hat. And I just think it's very cool. Next up is a YouTube tutorial. It's the Halloween Clown Set by Lala B Crocheting. It's a YouTube tutorial. This is a free clown option. Next up is the Slouchy Witch Hat pattern by the Entangled Fae. This is a paid pattern, and I just think that their designs are really beautiful. I always see them on Instagram, and they always style them really cool, and you can add some fun elements. I just think this shape is pretty awesome. But I also have a free witch hat pattern as well by the Caffeinated Snail, and this one's, you know, just classic witch hat. It's not slouchy, it's just straight up, and I think it's super cute as well. And again, you can like crochet little elements to sew onto it, or glue on some moss and other little just non-crocheted elements. I think would be cool. Ribbons, buttons, I think, yeah. Have fun with it. I think that's pretty cool. I love a basic pattern, and then you can customize it with little embellishments. Next up, you definitely won't need any embellishments for this one. It's the Twisted Jellyfish Hat by the Twisted Hatter. This is a paid pattern, and I just thought it was so cute, and you could be a little jellyfish for Halloween. Just wear this hat with a nice blue outfit, or whatever color you make the hat, obviously. I really like this person's design. The next pattern I have is also by the Twisted Hatter. It's called the Twisted Toothy Terror Hood. It's inspired by the sandworm from Beetlejuice. This is another really cool pattern. It's a bit more complicated, so I wouldn't say it's super beginner friendly, but you could probably power through it. Just take your time, and I think it would turn out really cool, especially if you use some like eyeshadow or soft pastels to add shading and all that stuff to like the gummy areas. I think that'd be really cool. Next up is a Ram Horns pattern by Crochet Clips. It's a free pattern on their Ko-fi, Coffee, whatever. I don't know what that website's actually called. But anyway, it's a free pattern, and I think it would be really cool to glue it onto like a headband. Again, it's a bit of a quicker Halloween costume to pull off, and you can just wear your regular clothes and then add this headband, and I think you would look pretty cool. Or you can even like glue on extra elements to the headband as well. I think that'd be a pretty achievable Halloween costume if it's last minute. Last up for accessories, I was thinking less wearable and more trick-or-treating bags if you have kids, or if you're sort of young enough to get away with going trick-or-treating. There's these cute drawstring bags by Sigoni Macaroni. It's a free pattern on their website, and there's a few variants, and I just think that's super cute. Again, if you have kids or younger siblings, or you yourself are young enough to do that, then I think they'd be pretty quick to make up. Moving on to our next category, I have some amigurumi patterns, because I think it's just fun to make Halloween themed plushies, right? So the first one I have is the Chubby Clown pattern by Stitched by Scott. It's a paid pattern on their Etsy, and it's super cute. I'm thinking about buying it and just making myself a little clown. Next up is a free YouTube tutorial by Lala B Crocheting again. It's a no-sew bunny pattern, and I saw this picture on Pinterest, and I thought the zombified version is super cute. The video tutorial is just for the bunny, but it's easy to make it zombified. You just use green yarn, sew on some little stitch details, maybe crochet some curly chains for some guts and little embroidered blood and whatever. Or you can get halfway through one of the limbs and color change to red and make it like its arm is cut off. You know, classic zombie things, but very cutesy, you know, especially if you're gifting people things. I know Halloween you don't really gift people things, but if you're gonna, that's cute. Next up we have the Lil Bub doll by Grim Grinning Goats. I can't believe I actually got through that without stuttering. That's great. This pattern is so cute. I've seen it on my Instagram for a long time, and it's just a little Baphomet. I need to double check how to say that. It's a little Baphomet, and you can use some fun if you know any people who hand make safety eyes. I think it would be a really good pattern for that. Next up is the Ghost Puppy by D Dodding on Instagram. It's a free pattern just pinned to their Instagram page, and it is so cute. It's inspired by that trend where people put bed sheets over their dogs and put their little ears and eyes and nose through it, and I think that is just a cute trend. And if you have a dog, you could make your dog, and you don't actually have to fully replicate your dog's color scheme and everything. You just have to do their little ears and eyes and their little nose. I'm thinking about doing that for Pippin. And I've seen quite a few people rip off their pattern, which is really annoying. I originally found this pattern on some random website, just pasted there, and it just, luckily it credited them really tiny, in like really tiny font. So yeah, go to their Instagram and use the pattern from their Instagram and maybe share it. Give them some love. It's by this person, not some AI scum. Next up, I have the Spooky Sam and Mr. Pumpkin Man, both patterns by Becky's Plushies on Etsy. And I just thought these were adorable. I mean, they're Halloween-y, but they're cute. They're spooky cute. Next up, I have the Halloween Ghost by Ichigo Crochet. It's a paid pattern on Ravelry. It just looks super quick and easy, and you could even, it has a little loop for you to hang them if you don't do the witches' hats, and you could probably make a little ghosty garland out of that. I think that'd be really cute to decorate your room or your home, depending on how old you are. Another ghost pattern I have for you is Gerald the Ghost by Not Jaded Co. On Instagram. This is also a paid pattern, and I actually tested this one for her. I love her designs. They're so simple and cute. She's the original designer for the Leggy Frog pattern. All of her designs are so cute. She made a whole bunch of these. This is a side tangent. She made a whole bunch of these miniature animals that you can put on keychains, and I tested a couple of those patterns too, and so talented. Like, how do you capture the details of these animals and make them so tiny? It's great. I made a bunch of these, and I would sell them at markets for like 10 AUD. And yeah, they were a hit. Kids love them because kids don't have that much money to spend at a crochet booth. And so these was an affordable option I did at markets. And yeah, people love them, and I love them. I have one in my bag too. So yeah, definitely check out her patterns. But specifically for Halloween, there's Gerald the Ghost, who's sort of a mini but not super mini plushie. And he can just sit on your shelf, sit in your car, I don't know. Put him somewhere. Take him with you. Put him in your bag. Next up, I have the Cute Halloween Cats pattern by Chubbies by Ash. This is a free pattern on their website, and I just thought these were so dang cute. They're, again, minis, so there's something quick you can make. If you do markets, this would probably be a great pattern to have. Next up, I have Vladimir the Undead Bat pattern by Lady Artemisa. I'm not the queen of pronunciation here, so just read the pattern. Read my list, you'll see who it's by, you can click the link. Just don't judge me. This is a paid pattern on their website, and again, I just thought it was super cute. And you could have him on your bed because he's pretty big. Last up, I have the Mothman and Cthulhu pattern by Mum Stichetti. Well done. Anyway, this is also a paid pattern. I looked to see if you could just get the Mothman or just the Cthulhu pattern, and it looks like it only comes in a bundle, but I really like the Mothman pattern. I think it's adorable. And especially if you have red safety eyes, or you could just paint black ones red and maybe put like Mod Podge or something over it to protect it. Moving on, our last category is decor. I was just thinking of some quick things to make that might be useful or cute to have around the home for Halloween if you like to decorate, or if you want to gift something to your friends for Halloween and have them decorate their home with crochet goods, if your home is filling up with too many crochet goods. First up, I have the Frankenstein's Monster Candy Bowl by Jennifer Renaud It's a free pattern on their website again. I love how you can take the lollies out of the top of its head, but you can also take it out of its mouth. I think that's such a cute touch. And if you put that on your porch or, you know, just out the front of your house for people, for trick-or-treaters, I think that'd be so fun. You might risk someone stealing it because it's so cute. I have a couple more baskets. So I did a few baskets that would be cute to either have on your table or outside for trick-or-treaters. So next up is the Cauldron Boo Kit by 5 Little Monsters. It's a free pattern on their website as well. And it's a cauldron. It's cool. You can put lollies in it. Why not? I think it's a bit small though. I'm not quite sure the dimensions. So you might need to have a couple or refill it often, depending on how busy your area gets. The next one I think is a bit bigger. It's also by 5 Little Monsters. It's the Halloween Boo Basket. And it's just a jack-o'-lantern basket, I think. Very cute, very on theme, quick to make. Not many colors as well, if you don't have that much yarn in stock. If you don't have a big old yarn stash, you know. Next up is the Pumpkin Basket Set by Laura Jorowski. This is a free pattern on their website as well. And I think there's a few sizes it comes with, which I think is awesome. You can have a little one on your table, a big one outside. And then when it's not Halloween, because this one is a little bit less specifically Halloween, you could probably use this year-round if you like a more autumn aesthetic, or just have it out for autumn. Next up, I have some cushions I think would be super cute to put on your couch, or your bed, or your kid's bed, or someone's bed, dog's bed, who knows. It's a cushion. Just put it where you'd put a cushion. You don't need me to tell you that. So the first one I have is the Potion Bottle Pillow by the Caffeinated Snail. Again, free pattern on their website. Looks pretty easy, you know, couple of color changes, but I'm sure you can handle it. You've got this. It'll be easy. It's fine. And yeah, just if you have some old pillows that you don't really like anymore, you can just gut it and use the stuffing for this. Or if you have old pillows or anything, or if you just have stuffing because you already make plushies and things, yeah, just stuff it with that. Next up is the Bloodshot Eyeball Pillow by Darlene Hopkins. It's a paid pattern on their Ravelry. It looks pretty easy, you know, it's just a circle. And then you probably sew on some of the bloodshot veins. So if you need some last minute Halloween decor around, this is probably a good option. Oh, bloody hell. Okay, my camera's gonna die, so hopefully I can make it through these last few patterns. The last pillow I have for you is a pumpkin pillow by Marching North. It's a free pattern on their website, and they have a couple of sizes, so it could either be a pillow or just a little decorative piece to have on somewhere. I also have another pumpkin pattern, the Bubble Stitch Pumpkins by 5 Little Monsters. I love how they put the cinnamon stick as the stem. I think that's so autumnal, and it could also give Halloween vibes because pumpkins, you know? Next up, I have a couple tapestry patterns. There's the Ghost and Candy Corn pattern by Crochet or Cry. It's a paid pattern on their Etsy, and you can either get the bundle or you can buy these two patterns separately if you just want one or the other. Something easy that a beginner could do if you're interested in doing tapestries, but you're a little intimidated by people like Ty Bailey, who has all these beautiful, intricate tapestries. This one's probably a good place to start. Another tapestry pattern is the Simple Skull Wall Hanging by Love and Stitch Design. It's a free pattern on their website, and it's simple, easy, beginner friendly, probably for creating tapestries, and on theme for Halloween. Very cool. You could change up the colors from what she does if you want it a little bit less subtle. Sorry for the lighting change. My camera died, so I had to let it charge for a couple hours, and I guess the sun obviously moved. It's not ideal, but I literally only had one pattern left to talk about. So the last pattern I have to share with you for today is the Mini Crochet Pumpkin Bookmark and Garland Set. Bit of a mouthful, by Vercadia. It's a free pattern on their website, and I was more so leaning towards the garland idea. I think a pumpkin garland would be so cute. And if you end up making that Halloween ghost pattern from earlier, you can hang it on the garland next to the pumpkins as well. I think that'd be adorable. Anyway, that's all I had for you today. Hopefully this was at least just a starting point to kick off your creativity. Okay, to kick off your creativity. Let me know if you end up making any of this stuff. I probably will, and you'll probably see it, hopefully, if you stick around. I'm in the process of making my own Halloween costume now. It's mostly gonna be just free-handed, but I will be actually using a couple of the patterns in this video. If you're planning on making your own costume, please let me know. If you make your kids' costumes or anything, yeah, I think that's adorable and very nice, so let me know in the comments. Comment anything. Comment whatever you're thinking, as long as it's like somewhat nice. Anyways, bye! Pippi says bye! Bye! I'm sleepy, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, poo right in my face.